Hello friends, this is Youheum. I used to be clueless about personal development, and I was not confident enough to apply consciousness in all aspects of my life. Health, diet, and movement are the foundations of my personal development. I didn't take care of my body and didn't connect with my roots and the natural world for many years. I was completely disconnected with my own feelings and physical sensations. The funny thing is that I just had to hit rock bottom to make real life changes in my life. I was eating toxic food for years, and in the past, I didn't practice yoga, forest bathing, hiking, biking, or all the outdoor activities I currently love. Because of personal development, now I love inviting natural movements while being outdoors, and I enjoy the present moment. When the reality hit that I cannot sustain my old toxic habits, I became desperate to change, which allowed me to come up the scale of consciousness and rise above my struggles. That's why I find it important to go through the darkness, the negative emotions, and self-loathing before arriving at a positive mindset. My diet may seem perfect when it is presented in this way, but don't let the competition and comparing of self with another get in the way of your personal development. It's okay to take it slow. Having cravings, falling back, cheating, and being tempted are all okay. We can all do what we love without striving for perfection, and we don't have to apply our standard of perfectionism towards others. I was insecure and I felt anxious throughout the day. Some of you already know that I am a highly sensitive person, and I thank you for giving me a shout out in my previous video. For me, personal development is not about creating the perfect self. Perfection is never required, but what is required is awareness of my inner self. If you currently feel that your mental health is in the way of your personal development, share with me. I use the healing code, meditation, mindfulness, and EFT to heal parts of myself. I take a compassionate approach with my mind and spirit. I focus on the allowing of both the darkness and light within me, so I actively explore my own negative emotions and destructive thoughts with openness. I accept that I may never be able to cure anxiety. This is who I am and the whole me, and not the selective version of myself. For my personal development, I practice shadow work, which is accepting all the disowned traits within me to live in harmony. That is why I always recommend The Dark Side of the Light Chasers by Debbie Ford, and if you want to dive deeper, feel free to read Carl Jung's work. I used to project my own negative emotions towards everyone, including my loved ones, with passive aggression. I disguised my words as so-called friendly advices, suggestions. I was having constant arguments, fights, and my friends didn't welcome my presence. I focused too much on politics, ideologies, and theories without mentioning my own actions and goals to change this world. They were all there for me, but I was becoming too much to handle for everyone. In the beginning of my journey, I tried to demonize the maximalist lifestyle, the unethical and unsustainable approach of many people, in order to manipulate them into doing what I wanted them to do. I allow others to do whatever they want without trying to control our relationship and without setting up conditions of friendship and love. So the key to success in relationship and personal development is keeping a healthy boundary through respect, understanding, and most importantly, forgiveness and compassion. If you want to dive deeper on this, I continue to recommend the Nonviolent Communication book by Marsha B. Rosenberg. I choose to actively do all the necessary roles in my business, including being the marketer, the branding agent, the content creator, the copywriter, which I admit is hard work and can be overwhelming, but it is also gratifying as long as I love what I do. I used to hate my 9-to-5 desk job, and I thought anyone above my position, like my boss, were all terrible people. Like I mentioned before in my money mindset video, I thought that I shouldn't contribute to inefficient practices. But even now, I cannot deny the fact that I am also a part of this world. Just like most people, I cannot survive without money, without a job, without a clear business goal or financial goal. So I decided to face reality and take control of my career path. I committed to trying my best to be sustainable and ethical by being my own boss, my own company and brand. I decided to participate in nonviolent activism by joining the minimalism movement and sustainability community, and also joining those who are practicing financial independence and entrepreneurship. I took upon the responsibility to take small actions at a personal level instead of remaining simply as a critic. For me, the key to personal development in career is empowerment and taking conscious control over my own affairs. That is why I value creativity, manifestation, law of attraction, and abundance mindset. So I will soon do a whole video on how to generate an income through freelancing. I also recommend MailerLite for your creative project. They are helping me spread the message by supporting this video as a sponsor. If you are looking to grow your own community or business, they offer a forever free plan with full-time support. This can help you build your passion project, creative business, and you can make genuine connections with your own audience. Feel free to check it out if you are looking to grow your career through email marketing and more. If you are resistant about spirituality and what is labeled as New Age, that's okay. I don't force you to offer understanding. I embrace the fact that I'm a spiritual being, and I actively seek ways to develop my connection with the divine being. I believe that I am more than my possessions, my things, my physical body, my thoughts, and the ego, which I believe is a non-physical, spiritual concept. This open mindset allowed me to develop all parts of my life and became the driving force behind my practice of mindfulness, sustainability, minimalism, and wellness. I talk more about how this can be the key to success in minimalism in my Patreon podcast, and most recently, I created an ebook which includes guided meditations and a full reading list on this subject. In the past, I was too easily swayed by my primitive thoughts like shame, guilt, and anger. I was at the level of 20 to 50 out of 1,000, which is enlightenment, in the level of consciousness. And now I know that I am a being of unconditional love, and I deserve beautiful unfoldings in my own journey. I no longer feel disconnected from the source, and I don't feel helpless when it comes to my life, because I firmly believe in the presence of what is greater than me. That is why I seek spiritual nourishment more than anything, more than consumption, accumulation, and obsession to material possessions. If you're intrigued and want to know more, I definitely recommend A Course in Miracles by Helen Schuckman and Transcending Levels of Consciousness by David R. Hawkins for your personal development. I hope that the tools that I share today becomes useful in your own journey, and I'm grateful that you allowed me to share my journey and thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for joining me, my friends, and I hope to see you again soon.